This is the iPhone 16 Pro, Apple's latest flagship with all the newest features. Except it's not. This is actually the iPhone 15 Pro, and honestly, most people wouldn't even notice the difference. In fact, there's really only one thing that truly separates these two phones. A single button that barely anyone actually uses. I'm Amir, and today we're diving into the funny world of iPhone upgrades in 2025. So I've been daily driving the iPhone 15 Pro since it launched, and it's an absolute powerhouse of a phone. It's probably also the best purchase I made last year. It does absolutely everything I wanted to do. I've never noticed any lag or stutter, and the ProMotion display is buttery smooth. The battery life isn't the best, but it does get you through the entire day. After roughly 2 years of using this phone, my battery health still sits at 90%. The camera on this phone is easily the best I've ever used. The shots look amazing and are ready to post straight to social media. The cameras are versatile, robust, and always get the job done. Just look at all these shots. They've got the iPhone look, but they're genuinely impressive. And the video quality is on a different level entirely. I don't think there's any other smartphone that competes with the iPhone when it comes to video. In fact, I've started an entire TikTok account using my iPhone to create high quality videos. See, when combined with the cinematic mode, these videos definitely don't look like they were taken on an iPhone. Safe to say, for content creation, an iPhone will get you very far these days. When it comes to gaming, again, the iPhone 15 Pro is a powerhouse, so it can handle any games you throw at it, whether that's Genshin Impact or games like Call of Duty Mobile. One of the main things with the newer iPhones is the Apple Intelligence features. Now, admittedly, I find most of these to be quite useless. And to be honest, I don't think I've ever used the visual intelligence feature, for example. The one feature that I do use sometimes is the magic erase. As the name implies, this is actually quite magical when it works properly. It's great for removing photo bombers from your pictures. But this feature isn't unique to Apple. As an example, if you've got Google One, you've got this feature included in the Google One suite, so you can access it on your Google Photos app as well. The iPhone 15 Pro can handle any everyday task you throw at it. I would say I'm a power user and it does pretty much everything I need it to. The phone this good, what's actually changed in the iPhone 16 Pro? Design-wise, the screen size went up from 6.1 inches to 6.3 inches. Personally, I think this is a bit of a downgrade because I like smaller phones, and that's the reason I went for the iPhone 16 Pro, not the Pro Max. The upside to a larger phone is that the battery life is better now, which means you'll probably get slightly better battery life from the 16 Pro compared to the 15 Pro. We've also got a new chipset, so the 15 Pro has the A17 Pro, whereas the 16 Pro has the A18 Pro. To be honest, I think we're at a point now, especially with flagship phones, where the chips are so good that we don't really need the latest and greatest chip to get the best performance. It doesn't matter if you've got the latest generation or 2 generations old, when it comes to everyday performance, they will both perform exactly the same, and you probably won't even notice the difference. Yes, you'll see a difference when it comes to benchmarks, but when it comes to real world usage, these phones will perform exactly the same. When it comes to the iPhone 15 Pro, the A17 Pro chip is able to handle anything I throw at it, whether that's gaming or multitasking. I've never seen this phone lag. They've also changed the telephoto camera on the 16 Pro, so the 15 Pro comes with a 3x telephoto, but the new iPhone 16 Pro comes with a 5x telephoto lens. Now this makes sense to me. I don't really find myself using the 3x camera all that often, but I think if it were a 5x instead of a 3x, that would be more useful. iPhone 16 Pro also supports Wi-Fi 7, whereas the iPhone 15 Pro only supports Wi-Fi 6E. Unless you have a Wi-Fi 7 compatible router, this probably doesn't make a difference to you. In fact, I don't think most people even have Wi-Fi 6E compatible routers just yet, so this isn't really a fact. One key thing that Apple hyped up when they released this phone was the camera control button, and it's been out for a while. This button lets you control your iPhone like a pro when it comes to the camera. But from what I've seen and heard from people that own the iPhone 16 Pro, the positioning of the camera button is actually quite awkward. It's not really right for landscape or portrait, and so I feel like most people that I've talked to don't really use this button and just ignore its existence entirely. It's safe to say if that is the main reason to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro, it's not really a great reason. Now, what makes the iPhone 15 Pro so special in 2025 is the price. You can get this phone refurbished for around £600 these days. The new iPhone 16 Pro starts at £900, so that's a £300 saving. In fact, Apple just launched the iPhone 16e not long ago, which is at a similar price to this refurbished iPhone 15 Pro. The iPhone 15 Pro smokes the iPhone 16e in every single way possible. Let's put this into even more perspective. With the £300 you save, you could probably buy new AirPods or even an iPad if you want. So here's the funny thing. The iPhone 15 Pro is practically the iPhone 16 Pro. It's like 95% there. In fact, this phone is easily 90% of what the iPhone 16 Pro is. And this is probably the smallest spec bump we've seen year on year from Apple. When it comes to how long the iPhone 15 Pro will last, this phone is going to get updates till 2028. And with the A17 Pro chip, this phone is not going to slow down. Like seriously, we're talking about processors that are already overkill for most everyday tasks. If you're able to get one for a decent price, don't be afraid to take the plunge. You absolutely don't need the latest and greatest, and you absolutely will not regret the decision. Unless that is, you prefer the bigger screen size or want that 5x optical zoom, then I would say maybe consider the 16 Pro. If you're on an older iPhone, especially one with a lightning port, you should consider buying the 15 Pro. Get all the Apple Intelligence features plus USB-C. If you're on a more recent iPhone, you probably don't need to upgrade anyway. An iPhone 15 Pro, you should not be considering an iPhone 16 Pro. Pro, and the iPhone 17 is going to be launching in September, so we should probably wait to see what that looks like before making any purchase decision. Coming from Android or looking at flagship phones in general, the iPhone 15 Pro is an absolute beast. At its current price, it's one of the best value smartphones in the market. Online, this phone will not let you down whether you're a content creator, a power user, or just a normal person that wants the flagship experience. In the comments down below, what phone do you currently have and when are you planning on upgrading, if at all? If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please leave a like, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.